Hi everyone, it's October and I thought I would do a walkthrough. It still looks like late summer here. The weather suddenly got very warm. It is now like in the 70s and maybe it'll hit 80 this week. It's usually not this warm. RC, say hello. RC just got a haircut yesterday. Doesn't he look cute? Yeah, don't you look cute? Okay, so I didn't clean up. I usually don't clean up before I film. I usually film and then I clean up for some strange reason. Okay, these are the flowers. They're annuals and they're a climber. They just started flowering like a couple weeks ago. I don't remember what they are, but I really like them because they grow pretty quickly. And they're not like thick vines. I like the fact that they're fine vines. They are annual, so I'm going to try and see if they'll stay growing because our climate's kind of mild. There might be a chance that it'll still keep growing if I keep it sheltered like this. Okay, everything's pretty much dying at this point. But I did get some dahlias that flowered. Look how big these are. I put them outside because there's kind of like some bugs on them, but it didn't really affect the flowers. And this is another one. So since these grew so well and I like them, I'm going to put a whole lot of dahlias in. Now I'm not going to take the tuberals out. I think that's what you call them. Because my friend has a dahlia garden and she keeps hers in here. So I'm going to see if I can just keep them in the ground even though it's wet in the winter, because that'll save me a whole lot of time. Basically this place is kind of like messy. I'm gonna leave the cleanup until the rain starts. Okay, this is a blueberry plant that I just put in, and I spent like 2 days clearing this bed. It had a lot of mint in it that took over. And my suggestion is never grow mint. I know a lot of you know that it's an invasive plant, but you might be like me and are foolish enough to put a couple plants in. I thought it would be okay because it was contained in this raised bed, but it's like impossible to get out, and it's even spread into the grass. I'll give you a view of the grass because it is really long and needs to be cut. I don't cut my own grass. I rent this place, so my landlord has a service that cuts it, and they haven't cut it like in a long time. I think I have I might have said this, but I think I have the only grass that's actually growing. It's the end of the summer and everyone else is turned brown. Okay, back to the mint. Yeah, I saved all the roots that I pulled up for you to see. Okay, this is just from this one little tiny raised bed. And these are all the mint roots. Isn't that ridiculous? And there's probably going to be more mint that's still in here. These roots are like virtually impossible to get out. Okay, so I've got some changes here. You probably won't recognize what used to be here, but I just put in this grapevine. And the grapes are really sweet. The lady at the nursery had me taste them. They're dried up now. They kind of look like raisins. But she had me taste it, and they've got to be like the sweetest grapes I've ever tasted before. And let me see if I can see the name of it. It's called Candace. Candace grape. And she said it doesn't grow real tall either. So I'm going to try this. That's my first year of growing grapes. I'm really into fruit this fall. So I'm trying to condense my strawberries, and so I had some like mini beds here, so I took those out and kind of took each strawberry plant and kind of cleaned them up. I don't know if you can see this, but there's still strawberries here. And I tasted one this morning, and they're still really sweet. I don't know if you can tell, but the soil is really dry. I'm gonna have to water. I can't believe it's December and I'm actually watering still. Okay, I just did this morning. I took down the mini raised beds last week, and I was gonna throw the wood away, but I decided to use it as a edging for this shade garden. I'm gonna have to kind of redo it a little bit because it's not straight, but that's a project I can do later. This used to have a clematis on it, clematis, I don't know how to say that, and it was really pretty, except it's a fall one, so it only flowered in the fall, and I couldn't figure out how to prune it. It was always like looking a little bit dried up, so I cut it down. These are the roots of it. So it looks like it was grafted onto a plant. And there's a little bit, I had intended to dig it up, but it's got a really, you know, these roots are really in there. So this is what it looks like. So it's gonna grow again. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna try and pull it up again or leave it here. I think this vine will kind of take over this spot too. This is the climbing rose that was kind of getting really ridiculous. So I really cut it back. I'm sure it will grow. I'm a little bit scared that I've ruined it. And this one looks like it's also grafted, because look at the root system of that. Okay, so this is just the shade garden. I started to transfer my hostas that are in pots over here. I've got a few hostas and they're kind of getting brown because it's too sunny for them. This looks like a mess, but it's actually a climbing hydrangea that someone put in. Got my leaves from last year that I put in the compost. The roses are still flowering. You can see some buds. And here's the yellow one. They will flower here all probably through like December. Okay, this is the back garden, and it's pretty much, I cut everything down here. This is a basil that has to come out. I have to pot it because it doesn't grow. It's annual, so it's not supposed to grow in the winter. It's actually turned into seed. I wonder if this seed will work to grow some new ones. I'm just going to sprinkle it here. Okay, the compost needs to be not redone, but I've actually used the compost from last year, so I'm going to put any yard debris that I have and my rabbit's poop here. Okay, nothing really to see here other than the ground is really dry and I have more strawberries. See that one? Something ate that one though. Yeah, I really need to water. So I think that's about it. I'm just going to walk around the front a little bit. It is October and I'm just trying to pretty much close everything down. I did work at the community garden and I planted garlic.